try and make your escape as relaxed as possible.
Old-fashioned customer service with a big smile.
We also grow on premise here some herbs and edible flowers that we use in our restaurant, and I also grow at home a fair bit myself.
And also what makes our bread special is that it's real. Unfortunately, there's a lot of sourdough out there that isn't what I would call sourdough or what they would call sourdough in Europe.
Hi, I'm Rachel, and today I'm ready to relax and rewind at the beaches of Mountains Girls Getaway at their Lavender Majestic property right here in the picturesque Blue Mountains.
Girls work very, very hard. Not only do we have to look after our families, we invariably have to work these days too. Add all that together to husbands as well, and I really think for girls it's really important for us to get time away from all of that, to just take some me time.
Afternoon, ladies. Glass of bubbles, perhaps?
Afternoon, Andrew.
I'm Nikki Vo. This is my little business that I have, which is Beaches and Mountains Girls Getaways. A little concept we put together based on my background in 5-star hotels and also my training as a beauty therapist, combining the two together kind of thing. We moved to the Blue Mountains about 16 years ago, and we had a little bit of money to invest. So we bought a little holiday cottage house in Blackheath. Holiday houses up here at that time, you didn't even get a warm house and a toilet roll when you got there, or sheets on the bed or anything. So we started adding that sort of service and creating a new business, and from there we've evolved and evolved to what we are now, right up to a full-time butler looking after you. So the concept of the butler is that you don't touch the dishwasher. We ask you how you'd like to have your eggs done, and then we have a whole selection of sides on the table. Spinach, rocket, feta, avocado, smoked salmon, bacon, mushrooms, everything you could possibly want to have with eggs. The laughter that we get in this house is fantastic, and we love it. I'm from a 5-star training background. I love hospitality. I love doing what I do, and everybody knows the joy of making somebody feel happy, right? When you make somebody feel good, you make somebody feel happy, it makes you feel incredibly happy too. And to have a business that does that is a privilege, and I'm very happy to give that level of happiness to people.
I'm at Hominy Bakery in the Blue Mountains, and I've heard that they have the best sourdough in the region, so let's have a taste.
I'm Brent Ursey, co-owner and head baker of Hominy Bakery here in Katoomba in the Blue Mountains. So I've been baking sourdough for 30 years commercially, and that originated after a trip to Paris, where I spent time with arguably the master baker, sourdough baker in the world, Lyndi J, and I brought his methods back here. At that time I had a bakery in Blackheath, and started making that style of sourdough using only 3 ingredients: organic flour, filtered water and sea salt. We mix it together into a dough, and then it's given a period of 24 hours where it is fermented, and then the last process of that is it is risen to the volume that we wanted, and it goes into the oven. We produce what we call baker's cakes, which are the equivalent of homemade cake. So when it's a lemon cake, it's lemon, it's not lemon essence, there's actual lemons in it. So it's authentic bakery patisserie goods. what makes our bread special is that it's real. And unfortunately there's a lot of sourdough out there that isn't what I would call sourdough or what they would call sourdough in Europe. So that's the basis of our business here. It's a traditional method of making bread.
I found this great little business just west of the Blue Mountains. So if it's that full country experience that you're after, or simply a great cup of local coffee, then the Hartley Store and Saddlery might just be the place for you.
So we focused on the locals to start with, on the local community, horse community, and so opening the saddlery. We then expanded into dividing the focus on tourism and visitors to the area as well as locals, and then moved into the fashion side, the hats, the boots, wines, coffees, local art and so forth. So the local wines come from this very immediate region, being the Megalong Valley. We run down to Oberon, Bathurst, up to Mudgee, and we have a few wines from Orange as well. And the coffee is locally owned and roasted in Bathurst, Fish River Roasters. The local community is outstanding. They're very inviting for visitors. Everyone that lives here loves to show off, you know, what we live in, where we are, how much we love the place. So it is, you know, as a visitor, it's a fantastic experience to come down and meet the local community. We are starting a farmers market with organic produce, fruit and veg, free-range meats, and again, the focus is local products, whether that is organic makeup and skin products or organic fruit and veg. At the end of the day, everything is local, and it occurs here every second Sunday throughout the year. So we want to provide more of a country, I guess, feel or experience, and a bit of a destination for the visitors. And hence, you know, we have that wide range of products, coffees, the cafe, beers and wine, so you don't just come here to go and buy a shirt. You know, it's more about the overall experience. And once you come down the hill, it's country, you know, and it's not far from Sydney, it's not far from the Blue Mountains. No need to rush, you know, you're not in Sydney, you're not on your way somewhere, you know, it's just, yeah, time to take 10 minutes out and just kind of enjoy.
I absolutely love the Blue Mountains, and one of the reasons is because there is an abundance of locally sourced and sustainable produce, and that is what brings me to Pallet Dining.
Hi, I'm Patrina Kerr and I have a business called Pallet Dining here in Katoomba. We're very proud of using locally sourced produce. We source all of our meat locally, and we have lots of suppliers who grow for us and other restaurants in the area. We also grow on premise here some herbs and edible flowers that we use in our restaurant, and I also grow at home a fair bit myself. Because we have such sharp seasons up here in the mountains, we use what's available to us at the time of year, so our menu changes quite frequently according to what we have available to us. We offer a contemporary international style menu. We have a lot of different cuisines on our menu, anything from Middle Eastern to sort of Southeast Asian. And again, using this locally sourced seasonal produce, we just influence our menu by that. So we have a bar space upstairs, which is the upstairs studio, which originally started as the art gallery, and now we use the entire restaurant as that. But we have a wine bar and a cocktail lounge. So we make a lot of our own syrups and different things on premise, so we have signature cocktails. And yeah, it's a great space for parties and group functions, and also just to come and have a bite to eat. I grew up on a self-sufficient farm with a single parent, and we grew everything just about that we ate, and we had goat's milk, and we would barter it with people down the road who had cow's milk. And my mum had a really strong environmental conscience, as did my grandmother, and so it was instilled in me from a really young age. And being in an industry like hospitality that can be quite wasteful, I really wanted to show that it doesn't have to be, and that you can source things regionally. Especially in the mountains, I think there's an amazing abundance of produce up here that people don't even know about. And so we've done a lot of dinners recently that have been sourced within 100 kilometres. And that's everything from truffle to saffron to olive oil to meat. And I think my main focus of having a restaurant and this sort of end goal is to create something in the mountains that's similar to what they've done in Tasmania. to being like this food destination rather than a view destination. You see too many busloads of tourists coming through this town, which is beautiful, and not even stopping and supporting local businesses. They just come and look at the view and go again. And I think if you can create food-based tourism in an area like this, it would really benefit the locals much more than what the bus tourism does.
So there you go, guys. Thanks for watching our guide to the beautiful Blue Mountains. Keep watching as we take you to more exciting destinations throughout Australia. I'm Rachel, thanks for watching Big Escapes.